But we start with some breaking news this hour as the Kremlin has confirmed that Russian President Vladimir Putin and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are holding a phone conversation. This marks the second such phone call between the two in recent days after the veteran leaders discussed Syria and Iran last week. However, Israel has declined to provide further details on the call, and there are no details out from Moscow either. This, of course, amidst many aligned with Iran, the ongoing situation in Gaza, and other points of potential discussion as well. Joining us to cover this breaking news is Ali M. Abushbak, a Middle East researcher, joining us from Cairo. Ali, there are huge ramifications potentially from this conversation. Of course, US-Russian rhetoric has soured in recent times. The US and Israel are aligned. So how key could this conversation between Benjamin Netanyahu and Vladimir Putin be for a wide range of issues?
Thank you, Joshua. Despite there is no information about this conversation, and there is no one single media addressed what happened and about what they are discussing, but it's all about Iran, Syria, and Iran, especially these countries. It was the significant alliance for Russia, and especially Russia has a militant based in Syria. So despite that, Witkoff, he visited the area and visited Israel on Thursday, and on Friday he visited Gaza, and despite they discussed the stuck issues in this area, we are suddenly heard about Benjamin Netanyahu. He talked to Vladimir Putin, and especially Vladimir Putin, he has a power and he has an impact in Iran as a significant allies for Iran. And I guess nowadays Benjamin Netanyahu he's looking for any victory, especially after the Israelis lambast for his policy with regard to the war in Gaza, and also the international community has condemning the Israelis interfaces in Syria, especially after the crisis with the Druze minority, and supporting the Druze that make it escalated the situation in Syria, and maybe it's deeply impacted the relation between the current regime, the new regime, and Israel. We heard during the visit of Donald Trump to Saudi Arabia about Syria, it's has a willing to sign an agreement and normalize the relation with Israel. And Ahmed al-Sharahi was clear with these things about the negotiation and talking with Israel about a significant issue to reach to peace and to reach to normalize the relation between Israel. I guess after this crisis with the Druze and Israelis invasion to Damascus and some significant sites in Syria has deeply impacted this kind of talk, and I guess it's impacted the negotiation between Syria current regime and Israel.
Yes.
I guess the conversation it's around these things, and maybe they are discussed about the future of relation between Russia and Israel. Especially, we know that Israel is facing the global isolation over the war in Gaza, and the outrage in global outrage has been increased and grow.
Yes, absolutely. Ali, if you do stay with us, we are going to head shortly to the situation in Gaza. But of course, that conversation between Netanyahu and Putin is something we will continue to monitor and bring you all the updates from it as we get them. But we now move on as Israel's